And Steve, what's up, y'all? Well, first and foremost, welcome in. Shout out to my boys real quickly, Harry and Chad. Quick little surprise sleeper stream, basically. We all got somebody. We haven't said who it is. Um, and yeah, this is just basically, each one of our personal independent opinions on. You may not heard of this guy. You may not think he's going to be that dude. You may overlooked it, whatever the simple fact is, but this is why this person is going to ball, or at least supposed to. And on a different shout out, I'll go ahead and you can drop it, or you can see it right there. This is the new official logo of the Hands team. Shout out, baby. Let me know if you like it. And if you don't, well, I guess let me know. But, anyways, getting straight to it. Low key, I wanted to go first, but I know Chad was itching to go first.
No, you can go first. You can go first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can. Wherever you want me to go, I go.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, you go first. You started off. Started off, Daniel.
Yo, this motherfucker says wherever you want me to go, and then tells you to go first.
It is all good. We'll go ahead and we'll start things off. So my personal surprise player is actually going to be Jaden Higgins, rookie draft pick for the Texans. Now, big reason as to why it is simply because he is already going to be starting. He's going to be opposite of Nico Dell. He's going to be opposite side of Nico. Tank Dell cannot see a full season to save his life. And I know they just signed Christian Kirk. Kirk is coming off back-to-back season injuries. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. The kid is an absolute baller. Just looking at his numbers from last year itself, 87 receptions, 1,183 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns, and 13 yards a catch. And it was only played in 13 games. Granted, NFL it's a big boy game, and you better come with it, or else you're not gonna make it. But CJ Stroud, I think he had a down year. I do think he's gonna bounce back. I am a little bit worried about their offensive line losing Tunsil. That's a big hit. But I definitely think somebody who is fast and shifty like Jaden Higgins is, he's able to catch a quick pass and just burst out and got a little slant here and there, nothing too crazy, but he's fast. My personal opinion, we play in full PPR. This kid's gonna get a lot of little slot pass or a lot of little passes, and then he's gonna break out at least one or two of them, and he's probably gonna go undrafted. So this is a great best ball player, in my personal opinion, and someone who I'm looking at in best ball at like the last round. But speaking on that, who wants to go next?
You want to go, Brad?
Huh?
You want to go?
Yeah.
Go for it, Papa.
So you guys know I criticize him. I think the sleeper pick for me is Genty. Honestly,
Sleeper,
one,
he's gonna
one.
ball.
He's definitely going to fit the Raiders. One and two is only him and Bowers. I don't think they have a consistent receiver. Running backs have been historically known to, produce the first couple years in the league because fresh, young, and especially what this guy did in Boise. I don't know. I just think he's going to be a great fit for the Raiders, and I think he's going to be the fresh guy to come in and get stuff done. To be honest with you, I see him going second round mid or high or bottom second, honestly. MV Heisman runner up. I think he's gonna do great things in his league, especially with the Raiders. I think he's better than Josh Jacobs all around, and Josh Jacobs did pretty good.
I just looked up the Raiders receivers. You're right, they got nobody. But you
Yeah, they
think
had.
you think he's gonna go second round? Honestly, I think
I
Gentry's
would
a
say
first
like
round pick.
last. I think like the last second round pick or maybe early third.
Wow.
I
Damn,
think.
I was thinking late first.
Maybe I don't know with Saquon, Henry. Like Henry's definitely going top five this
Yeah, I'm
year because
gonna take
last.
Derrick Henry before him.
Yeah, I think.
Bijan, Gibbs.
I'm gonna start a pot. I think Genty will go before CMC. I don't think CMC is gonna recover from last year.
That's
Coming
I,
from you?
yeah, and that was the worst. If I would have kept Jamar Gibbs, I probably wouldn't have won a Super Bowl. honestly. Gibbs was a
So,
walking 20
question:
points.
we were supposed to base our sleeper off like fantasy because I didn't do that.
No, not necessarily. I just threw that in as an extra added, and so did he. So
Okay, okay. No, I was just because I was like, damn. Then if this is how we were supposed to go about it, then I missed the mark. I ain't gonna
it's
lie.
all good. Go ahead. Who is your guy?
Hold on, before I go for who I think is going to be my sleeper in the NFL. Brad, I got one follow up question. Gianti's mid.
I think he played against mid teens, but as a player, I think in NFL he can do great, honestly.
No, I'm just fucking with you, bro.
He's an
Um,
But
absolute goon, and Chad talking that shit.
but yeah. But honestly, there's a couple other running backs I think are gonna be up there, but we'll see what happens.
okay. Oh well, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and run through mine real quick. Shouldn't take too long. And again, Chad might not like this pick. Might be a hot take, but I'm gonna take Shador Sanders. You
Whoo!
feel me? Um, I just think he's coming into the season with a chip on his shoulder. He just got disrespected in the draft. I think the Browns where they got him is very massive upside, low risk. You know what I'm saying? He's got the skills. He's a dual threat quarterback. He was born and raised like around the game. I think his situationship in Cleveland works to his favor because like yeah, they got a lot of QBs, but Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco, those guys are more like bridge guys. Those aren't long-term solutions. Deshaun Watson is hurt, and you've seen what he's capable of in the last 2 seasons, and you're just not getting the old Deshaun Watson back. And who else we got? We got what, Dylan
Gabriel,
Gabriel?
player that they drafted before Shador.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, yes. And from what I've read and what I've seen from like minicamp and whatnot, he's the guy that probably has a slight lead. So I think all signs are pointing to him starting, and I think if he could, just get out there and impress quick, I think he should have the job long term. So,
So
so
two
yeah,
things. There are two questions. You think Shador starts for the season?
absolutely, yes, yes.
I don't
Maybe,
think so.
maybe wrong, but I guess we'll find out.
All
Who
right.
do you who do you think will start?
Honest-
I
I
think it's
think
a battle between Pickett and Flacco, and whoever doesn't start ends up getting cut. And then I think it'll transition depending on how bad or good they are between Gabriel and Shador. I think they'll try one game Gabriel, one game Shador, just to see what they got and give them both a little bit of experience.
You want to know why I think he'll start? And even if he doesn't start, I think Dylan Gabriel will start over those other two guys. Um, I think the Cleveland Browns are in a situation to where they want to see what they can get from the young guys very fast, like as quick as possible between Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders, and that's because Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, they're not going to really, get you anywhere. So if worst case scenario, they're in the same position next year and they get a high pick next year's draft. And from what I read, next year's QB draft class is supposed to be like very impressive. So why not,
But
just see
the, the
what
thing
you got right now, and if it goes to shit, then
But
you.
what you got right now, they could what's this cat's name from the Vikings? They could Sam Darnold him. The Jets threw him out immediately. There was no protection, no help. He got smashed. He saw ghosts. He actually goes to a team that takes care and looks out for him. I mean, Carolina did okay transition, but he blossomed in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I think if you rush one of them out like that, either or, I think, yeah, you're definitely right. You see what they have, and it's a big possibility they go forward, but it's also a big risk that you hinder their growth in a sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know. But again, it depends. If the Browns go 0-4, then yeah, I'm pretty sure at that point they're gonna be like, whoever's playing worse out of Pickett and Flacco, that person is gonna be cut, and they will start in one of the rookies.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Out of
Could be.
Pickett and Gabriel and Shadur, I think Shadur is more ready than those two. Joe Flacco's
cool.
old. He's there. He's there to teach the young guys. Joe Flacco's old. He won a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl champion. You know, he was really. I
If
say he was.
anything, they might
He
let go
played.
of
He
Pickett
played.
and keep Flacco
He
just for
played.
the leadership.
Yeah, he played great in Baltimore. His time is done. He won a Super Bowl, so he doesn't really have to go out there and give you those type of games. I think. You know, I
And the
think he's a
crazy,
good veteran. Out of all the veterans, I still think Joe Flacco has some better games than Aaron Rodgers.
I was just about to say, the crazy thing is when he checked in a lot of times last season for Anthony Richardson, bro, he looked very,
Mhm.
very decent. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
a 40, whatever how old man he is. Like Flacco balled.
But Kenny Pickett's terrible. But I honestly think Shador will be starting probably. I'll say week 4, week 5.
All right,
That's
we'll
fair.
bookmark
That's
that.
fair.
Just depending on Deshaun Watson, I don't think
And-
he's able enough to play. I would say Shador will be the starter. I don't think Dylan Gabriel was played college ball 5-6 years.
Experience.
Yeah, he got some real experience. But yeah, I don't. If he was that good, he wouldn't have left like some of these other guys.
He said NIL deal, bro.
Shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he probably did get paid more as like in college than you would starting off at, like as a rookie in the NFL, right?
Well, Quinn
Honestly,
Ewers
third
was an
round
actually
pick.
Quinn
Third
Ewers
round
about to
pick,
get.
I think so.
Okay.
If Quinn
That's
Ewers would
fair.
have stayed, he would have got more money, but he decided to go in NFL, which, you know,
I'll look into
a
that. I'll see
lot
if he
of
had
I
any
have a lot
NIL
of
deals.
I service a lot of Dolphin players, and they all tell me in the organization they're really liking Quinn Ewers in camp right now. He's looking good.
Who are you saying?
Quinn Ewers
Oh, okay.
That
in
backup
Dolphins camp, they're
QB.
saying you're looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he might get his chance quicker than we think too.
Yeah, week 2.
Yeah, I don't.
But
If Tua gets another
all right,
concussion,
let's hope
he's done.
not.
Yeah.
But all right, boys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up there before we start jumping on top of the topic. So, hands team, that was just the sleeper surprise. See who you got for the season. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Check out for the next one. We're getting close. Less than 100 days
You
to
said it
the
right,
first
Poppy.
game.
Yes,
Jeez,
sir.
your
All right,
boy,
Chad.
yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Your
spit
boy's
it out,
excited
Junior.
about football. Finally, almost here. It's like 97 days left, but we're getting there, baby. Double digits.
Hands team. Let my dog live. My dog got some brain fog right now, about to get into that competition. So you're kind of at that point, bro, where like it's kind of like hard to think, dog. To be honest, because you're not eating much calories. You feel me?
Well, I mean, we're recording this at 8:43 right now, and I am at like I think 6 something.
Damn.
I'm at 676 calories
Damn,
with
bro.
120 grams of protein. Though it's been egg whites all day and one serving of chicken.
What do
Damn.
you plan? What do you plan on not eating at all on peak week, bro?
I don't know, man. We'll talk about that later, though, man. But all right, hands team, we are out again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Let me know what y'all think about the logo. Doses, baby.
Peace.
Peace.
Chad, you ugly, legit.